What?
The fans want you and want Warren to be added to just.
Aye,
Mate,
because they want to say we're arguing, that's why, and it's going to turn in because he's going to say, look, listen, I'll get a taxi over, I'll get a taxi now to wherever you are and fight you. And I can't be fucking arsed with fucking arguing with people. As far as me and Warren Lee are concerned, it's finished with, it's done, it's over. Look here, that's it. We're no longer fucking got a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, and it's the same with Gary Furby as well. No longer, I've done what he asked. I took the video down. I apologise for fucking getting the mistake wrong about fucking saying that he had him saying he had pulled out when he hadn't. So I've apologised for that. Stood by my word as a man for that. So I've done more than he asked. And he's took the piss out of us on Facebook anyway. So no, he's not coming on my fucking live. He's took the piss out of us on Facebook, man, fucking the last fucking couple hours, man, James, man. Calling us a waffler and all that. Do you know what I mean? So he can fuck off. Simple as that, mate.
okay.
And if you dare feel awkward, I swear to God, I'll just close the phone off now. Because that is just being total faggotish.
Mate, you're a bit.
No, it is. Sort your life out, man.
What
What's
do you
wrong with you?
mean? No, well, listen, so now everyone can see it and stuff like that. Scotty, I tried to keep the whole thing respectful. I wasn't doing none of the arguing backwards and forwards on YouTube. I allowed you to do your thing with that. And then you've sat there out of nowhere and now you're saying we've agreed to stop this fight, everything like that. No, you made it a disrespectful thing, putting all over YouTube that I bottled a fight. Never happened. Never, ever have I bottled a fight. And then you're now
Did
the
I
one
not? Did I not
allow
make
us
the
to put my
apology
point across.
for the
You don't want to argue.
mistaken thing?
You don't want to argue, let us put my point across. You are literally sat pulling
Right.
out of the fight, saying to people that someone will get shot and that, mate, no, what on earth is that all about? I've offered a straight one-on-one fair fight, everything like that. You're the one that's created all the hype on YouTube, all that shit, and then now you sat there pulling out. Like, this is what I said to you at the very start. If you pull out this fight, you effectively want to be removed from anything to do with bare knuckle. You are like literally shameful to be.
Well, we'll see
putting
what happens on the 25th of
no,
January at
there's
Newcastle
videos.
Federation
There
Brewery.
is literal videos out there of you saying you're a bare knuckle fighter and everything, and that you're going to fight me. And here you are live to everyone saying I'm not going to do it because I'm scared to turn up to the location. You literally want
Because
to
there's going to
remove
be
yourself.
murders on, mate.
You seriously want to just quit anything to do with social media, with bare knuckle, anything. You are a joke.
James,
You
are
are
you going to stop
Hello.
this? Or I'll turn the phone off, you know.
Of course you'd turn the phone off. The truth hurts.
No, it's not. It's a
It is.
fact of fucking you're not sitting there telling me to get off social media. James,
I'm
Can
I
I
saying
just?
told
you're
you
an
before.
embarrassment.
I
Everyone that
told you
subscribes to
before,
you is
James.
laughing at you.
Can I
Well,
just
we'll see on
explain
the
to?
25th of January, won't we?
What I meant to say on the 30th of November.
Well, we'll see on the 25th of January, right?
I bet we will. I bet the only thing we'll see is yet another brilliant excuse from the book of Scotty G. Honestly,
No, I will not, like. Oh, we
mate, that's
won't,
what you
like.
said about this fight. You were meant to be fighting me on the 30th of
James,
November.
look here. If you didn't sack at mine, I'm gonna fuck off, like, because I'm not sitting here. Look here. We're meant to have a nice fucking fuck. I'm not fucking sitting arguing the toss back and forth,
Argued.
right?
But no,
Look here.
listen. Can you have? You
Look,
haven't let me
man.
speak.
I fucking told you, fucking James, right? Are you a man or a fucking mouse?
Well, you're being a oh,
Do you know what? Fuck you, mate. The bloke. That's it now.
yeah.
I'm done with him.
He is sitting trying to slate other people when there is literal all over his Facebook channel, videos, everything, YouTube, the lot, for the last 2 weeks of him saying, I'm going to fight war and everything, and I've allowed it. I've sat there and said, fine, we'll go ahead with it, all this shit. no, I'm not going to back down from a fight. Now, here he is plastering videos everywhere and then
Oh,
sitting.
mate, listen. I know. I listen. It's not. I can't lie. Like, I speak to him. There is elements to his. There is elements that I think he's all right. But I
No,
can't
I'm
lie.
not saying he's a bad bloke. I'm not saying like honestly, like
But yeah,
we're bigger
he.
men than like everything's. It's not just like you're only fighting for the minutes that you literally stood in front of each other. That's the only time you're fighting and meant to be. That's why I never responded to his YouTube videos negatively or anything. I was like, it actually was coming across like quite respectful, and then for him to just put it out there all over, I got messages of people saying that he was trying to fraud them into buying tickets and stuff like that, and trying to say that I had printed tickets out. Like, he might be a good bloke and all that, fair play to him, I'll not take that away, but in terms of anything to do with fighting, he needs to remove himself from it because he's slowly making himself an absolute laughing stock.
No, mate, I literally that just then because he's done it before. Started shouting, and I'm just trying to look for something that's just not there. He's just a fucking bellend, mate. Like,
Mate, he doesn't want to
the
hear
the,
the
re, the,
truth,
re,
and
the
the
only
truth
reason
is,
the only reason we were here is because, like I say, he's got loads of subs, and like I say, we were trying to build each other's channel up. That's purely what it was. But I've lent him money, like I haven't got it back. Like I that right then is you anyone. There's 78 people in it. You've never seen me on a live with Scotty G again. That's it. I can't be fucking bothered no more.
mate, he's burning bridges all over the place, and like I can understand anybody having mental health problems, all that stuff, fair enough. But if that being the case, he's going about sorting that out the wrong way. He's rubbing people up the wrong way and everything, taking the utter piss out of everybody, making a mockery of people on a YouTube channel and shit. And I've sat and allowed it for 2 weeks. I've literally sat and had random people stop us in the street and say, "Are you the kid that's fighting Scotty G?" And I'm like, sat there and everyone's saying your levels above them and stuff. I haven't won a bare knuckle fight. However, I've still turned up at every single one of my fights.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he really realizes what he's. I don't think he realizes how what he's saying. It's sooner or later he's going to bump into someone. It's guaranteed. So if he
Like
carries on,
I didn't even want the originally I didn't even want to take the fight, but out of the fact I wasn't then going to have YouTube videos plastered saying, "Well, I've offered Warren Lee a fight," and then he's saying no and stuff. Like, I know what I mean. I wasn't going to stand there and say no to the fight, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. That's why I didn't do no sort of response. Like, I've had one person in the entire time I've been fighting now where I've had bit back and forth and it's just banter. But him, he's taking it to new levels, putting stuff out there, saying about people getting shot and stuff like that's ridiculous.
that's how I originally met. I was one of the many gentlemen in the comments. Fight me, fight me, fight me. In the end, I managed to get his number, and we agreed we were going to fight, and then he just ended up like you said. You've seen the videos of him gouging, and you just like,
I was
I
watching
can't
him, and
fight it.
I even had to tell him on like phone calls and everything. I was like, if you turn up to this fight and you're on any sort of drugs, granted it's an unlicensed fight, everything like that, like I'm not fighting you because if you end up fucking seriously hurt or dead because you're on drugs, like fuck that. But honestly, to be honest, I thought this time I genuinely did think he was going to turn up and have the fight, and he's let everyone down. He's let all of his subscribers down. He's let you down by giving them the chance. Everything. He's just a waste down. He's proved it.
Well, I just thought it was funny yesterday. Obviously, in the fighters chat when it just clicked, I was like, right, hang on a minute. I can actually ask you now, like, what is the crack with this fight? Like, is it happening? Like, why has he got this poster? And then obviously I spoke to you, and he's just chatting pure dribble again. And
Like,
like I say, that's why I let you on. I'm just like, at the end of the day, like,
that's why he was so standoffish about us coming on because he knew
it,
like I'm not one to stand and argue. I've got no reason to sit and argue with people. Like I say, is for the best part of it, we're colleagues until we're in the ring for 6 minutes, and then we're out back to being colleagues after. So,
yeah, that's it.
like, know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and argue with people on social media and all that shit. And because end of the day, it makes you look like a dickhead when you get knocked out, like it does if you've sat and give it the big one.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it. All I've said is going to get in there, give it my best. Whatever happens, happens. People
That's
can
what I
say
mean.
there's no way I'm going to
Ignorant,
lose,
bite
and
down and punch hard in it. Like, other than that, I mean, some people don't even realise what it takes to actually step in a ring and stuff, which is what annoys us about people like Scotty standing there and trying to get some sort of like claim to fame through it when they haven't even got the balls to step in even just once. I had never literally fought in my life at the start of this year, and then Gary Slater offered us, like he just showed us the post for Spartan was, and had never done a boxing lesson, nothing, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll turn up and do it. Done it, and just went from there.
how many fights have you had now?
So I've had two now, one with Brian Hollywood and one with Adam Jackson, both great opponents. Not a bad word to say about either of them.
How did you get on?
Well, so the one with Brian Hollywood ended in a no contest due to a knee injury, and the one with Adam Jackson I lost. But again, in grace, like I'm happy to like admit that he was the better opponent. Simple as. Still turn up and have the fight, and I will lose a million times in the Bales or in a ring and still turn up for 1,000,001.
Yeah, no, fair play, mate. Fair
Like,
play.
this is why it's annoying. People like Scotty G being out there and just doing all this shit. Like, it's like, what is the point in him doing it?
But he has
He's
no.
getting,
The thing for me is he has no appreciation. He had his chance with Simon and he blew it. Like Simon's been nothing but decent to me. Like nothing but absolutely
Simon
sound.
Kirk's been nothing but decent with everyone. That bloke, like, even in moments where I've struggled with things, and this is again another thing with Scotty, and that, like, there's been times where I've struggled a little bit selling the tickets and all that stuff, and Simon's found ways to help us out with that. Christian Roberts, the same, helps you with anything. If you ask them, like, any promoter is there to help you, but Scotty to complain about selling tickets is like, it's a massive fuck you to every other fighter, because it's like the promoters have to make their money. They're paying into the event.
It's just my priority is this fight, and Scotty doesn't seem to appreciate that. I'm now, I suppose, affiliated with YouTube Wars. You're part of YouTube Wars. You're asking to come on. He's saying no. In my heart of hearts, I know he's been a bellend. Like, it's the right thing to do to let you come on. As soon as he started shouting at me, that was it. I pressed the button. Like, tell you what, fuck you. Like, I that's it now. Like, I'm sick
Like,
of it.
any real man can sit there and just have a conversation, whether he is or opponent's going into the ring or anything. Like, I could sit right now with Brian Hollywood, who I'm fighting again in February. I could sit and have a normal civil conversation with him, everything like that. And, you know, like I say, shake hands after, beforehand, I'll shake his hand, anything like that. But this is why Scotty G is an absolute embarrassment to the sport, because he won't even show up.
Arguing with you, mate.
How are James, mate?
Scotty,
What was the there, like?
you
Did
that's
I
the
not ask you? You don't know, but you didn't understand the conversations. Yeah, man. He was threatening. Yeah, man. They were both threatening to come and slit me throat last night, man.
Can I say something to you now? I haven't. It's probably. Well,
Did I
maybe.
not ask you not to put them on?
Yes.
We had a nice fucking live the other night, mate. Just chatting like normal kids, like normal
Scotty,
lads, normal men.
there
And
was
I
no.
asked you not to let him on, and you did. When I said to you the day, right, I was more bothered for you because you're associated with YouTube Wars, right? And at the end of the day, right, look at Simon Kirk done nothing to help me. He didn't help us sell any tickets.
But he has. But that's what I mean. He has with me, mate. He's been me. I think he's a top bloke. You don't. Like, we need to put.
Well, that's two of different opinions, isn't it? Well,
But
you
that's
see
what I
now,
mean.
the kid I've hooked up with, that's a top bloke to me because he's my type of kid. Simon Kirk isn't like me. Isn't like me. He's not like me. He's not from my world.
No, I know. Can I just be? Can I? Like, can you not shout at me again? Because I
I
hate.
know, but the only reason I shouted at you because he just popped out of it, popped up out of nowhere. I agreed to do the live with you because I thought we're gonna just have a nice chat and fucking, you know, just like normal before, have a bit banter and all that, and it would be cush. And then you just asked you not to let him on, and you let him on.
But
I
he's
thought it was my pal. You would, and you call it a bell end to the man on live, man.
yeah, I was pissed off. I was pissed off, mate. I don't
Why?
want-
Why no? Because I asked you not to do something that I asked you to do. You don't know what conversations went on last night, man.
Well, I seriously,
You were
I
threatening to come to my fucking door, man.
I don't think anybody's coming through your door.
Well, rue the day they ever will, because they'll get a machete straight through their fucking head. But at the end of the day, look at I'm just glad I've hooked up with the lads who I've hooked up with, because I don't have to sell tickets and I get a purse. Fair dues. You're with YouTube Wars. I get that. That's fair enough. And do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, I didn't want to speak to the kid. Would you want to speak to someone who's took the piss out of you on Facebook for the last fucking 2 hours, like?
Oh God, mate, I didn't,
Would you though? Seriously, answer that question, would you?
mate. To be honest with you, I like to pride myself on if someone's knocking on my door, I will answer it. Yeah, I will answer it, especially if I've been gobbing off, especially if I feel like I deserve it.
Well,
Yeah,
no. At the end of the day, I haven't pulled out the fight. At the end of the day, I turn up to that fucking caravan site. Fucking what's that? These lives are good. See, they're either are good. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Richard. Thank you,
yeah.
mate.